Hello, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com. I want to kind of let you know I do practice everything that I talk about. I don't come about saying this stuff just out of some wild dream I had. And one of the things that is very important, and I've tried to push it and tried to let people know how effective it is the three-man militia. Now, one of the things that I talked about, the three-man militia, the first thing that makes it so important is the relationships that you gain. So when it's hardest. So it's the relationships that we're looking for. You know, I talk about, doing the gardening, first aid, and all this stuff. Yes, but it's the relationships that you gain when you're learning this stuff, or you're teaching this stuff, or you're doing this stuff. And so I've applied the same tactics, the three-man militia. I've applied everything that I've talked about, each level, and I've applied it to business, and it works, even in the business world. I can't really go into detail explaining exactly how it all came about, but it was all done based on the three-man militia, working on relationships. What I did, trying to think how I can say all this. I set goals, and after I set these goals, I tried to figure out how am I going to reach these goals. Now, the three-man militias that I formed, some of them I formed, some of them were already formed. I mean, they were already organized, working together. They knew what they were doing. And what I did is I located them, and the ones that were already going. Now, how would I locate militias like this that were already set up and going? Well, as I learned, how do I say it? As I learned relationships, as I gained relationships, I shared my goals, what I wanted to get done, what my end result was. And I shared it with them. And then they, in turn, would tell me other people that they may not share that same exact goal, but they know how to reach goals. They know how to the steps needed to reach different goals. What I had to do is explain to them what my goals were, and then they would have to evaluate it and see if it's something that they can get involved in. And some were I would tell them my goals directly. I would spell out my goals. Some, all I did was just mentioned one of these steps that I was trying to get to. I didn't mention the end goal. I just mentioned some of the steps one step, and this is what I'm trying to get done, is just this one step, but I don't have the expertise to reach that particular goal or a particular step. And so I was going to be needing some help. So what they did is they would lead me to the right direction. And, you know, and it was funny because as I was doing this, I thought it was funny because sometimes it was one person that I'd be talking to, but he would lead me to two. And I would be the third. And if it's something I needed to learn. If it was somebody that had a skill that I needed, it was funny because more than likely the ones that were good at this particular skill, there was three of them. And one thing that I've watched and I've noticed, of that three, one pretty much had the lead in that particular skill that I was looking for. The second was real close behind him. And then the third was like a trainee. And I've noticed it pretty much all around on all of the different things that I needed. And it took me time. It took me a long time. And I put all of these people together. And then we sat down and we looked at my goal. And when we got to that point, when everybody laid their cards on the table, it looked like a workable plan to me. And it was worth taking the chance. It was worth putting up or shutting up. And I chose to put. And the thing is, everyone that was what I talk about. I stand, I look around, I see who stands with me. Every one of them that stood with me have benefited. They've already benefited. And I'm not even talking, I'm not even talking about dollars and cents. We're right back to what I was talking about, the gold and silver. When you have gold and silver, dollars and cents makes no sense. And but we got this level of my goal done. It was a big level we had to get through. And not only we got through it, but we formed relationships. We formed a support system that's going to last forever. And it's not just us. Others heard about our accomplishments. So that's what I was talking about. Dollars and cents, we haven't benefited. Not yet. But like I say, the benefits we've got are things that dollars and cents can't buy. And the reason I say that is many of our obstacles were based on dollars and cents. What I did is I based all of this on morals. I based it on doing the morally proper thing. I would not accept anything any less. But I tell you, When you stand on morals only, you need to be strong. Because when it's morals only that you stand on, sometimes it seems impossible to achieve impossible goals. But like I say, many of my goals are based on generality. Just, in other words, I go on my motorcycle trip and my goal is to get to a certain place, and you would think that's your goal. No, I've learned it was the journey. The journey is what made the trip so valuable. There's many times I made the video about going to Belize. I went to that really special beach in Belize, and I wasn't even there 15 minutes. I don't know how many days it took me to get there, and showed pictures of me taking a raft. I'd call it a raft. Loading my car up on a raft and getting it across the river, and all that was a trip. That was a journey, and the journey is what made it valuable. The 15 minute stop, got my pictures showing me I was there, and then turned around and left. Don't underestimate the journey, and be prepared to make acquaintances during this journey. Be prepared to stand with others, because they will stand with you. This is Mike, NoStressMike.com.